Hey there, welcome back to Speak English Podcast. I'm David, and I'm really glad you're here with us today for another episode full of practical, real-world English tips.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, David. I'm so happy to be here again. This episode is going to be fun, helpful, and maybe a little bit challenging too, but in a good way.
That's right. Today we're diving into something simple but powerful. How to challenge yourself daily and finally start improving your English conversations for real.
Imagine this. Just a tiny challenge every day could completely change how confident and natural you feel when you speak English. Sounds interesting? Keep watching.
And if you're serious about growing your skills, do this now. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It takes a second and helps us help more people.
We've helped thousands of learners become more confident speakers, and you can be next. Let's grow together. And trust me, this episode is the perfect place to start.
So now that you're with us, let's break down the technique we're talking about today. It's called micro-challenges for conversation. And it's one of the most effective ways to turn passive learning into real speaking practice, fast and consistently.
What makes this method powerful is that it's not about big changes or long study sessions. It's all about short, focused speaking tasks you give yourself daily, quick moments where you stop and use English in your real life, right where you are.
Too often, learners wait for the perfect moment to speak English, maybe after a full course or when they feel totally fluent. But the truth is, fluency only comes when you start using what you already know, no matter how simple it seems.
With micro-challenges, you shift from just learning English to living it. These small tasks give your brain a reason to form real sentences, think faster in English, and build confidence through repetition and action, not just memorization.
For example, instead of saying, "I want to practice today," you challenge yourself with something specific like, "Today, I'll talk for 1 minute about my plans for the weekend." Out loud. It's simple, it's short, and it moves you forward.
It also removes the pressure. You're not being tested. No one is grading your grammar. You're simply training your brain and your mouth to connect in English. And when you do that regularly, your progress feels more natural and less forced.
The technique works best when you focus on topics from your daily life, things you're already thinking about. That way, you're not just translating thoughts, you're developing fluency around the things that matter most to you personally.
And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Your vocabulary starts flowing without hesitation, your sentences become clearer, and that inner voice that used to say, "You're not ready," starts to disappear. It's progress you can feel.
Micro-challenges aren't about studying more. They're about activating your English. You start talking, even just to yourself, and suddenly the language isn't stuck in your head. It starts becoming something you use, not just know.
So today, we want to show you how to take this concept and apply it to your daily routine, no matter your level or how much time you have. Because when English becomes part of your day, it starts becoming part of who you are.
Let's show you exactly how this works in real life. Imagine I'm walking to the store, and I decide to do a micro-challenge. I say out loud, "I'm walking down the street. It's a bit cloudy. I see a bakery on the corner. I might stop for coffee." It takes less than a minute, but it's real practice.
That's a great example because it's not complicated. You're not preparing a speech or thinking about grammar rules. You're just describing your world in English. And because it's based on your reality, your brain connects faster and deeper.
Another time, I set a challenge to talk about how I felt that day. I said, "I felt a bit tired in the morning, but after breakfast, I had more energy. I worked on a few projects, and now I feel pretty productive." It helped me build fluency around emotions and routines.
I did something similar while cleaning my room. I challenged myself to explain every step out loud. I said things like, "Now I'm folding my clothes. I'm putting the shirts in the drawer. I found an old notebook." I'll look through it later. It turned a boring task into great practice.
Sometimes I even use it while cooking. I'll say, I'm boiling water. Now I'm chopping onions. This recipe needs garlic and lemon juice. It may sound simple, but it keeps my English muscles active without needing extra study time.
And when I'm alone in the car, I describe what I see. There's traffic on the main road. That billboard is new. A man is jogging on the sidewalk. It becomes a game, and it trains your brain to switch into English more naturally and quickly.
Another fun challenge is storytelling. One day, I told a short story about something that happened to me in high school. Just 3 or 4 sentences. It wasn't perfect, but it helped me remember past tense structures and connect ideas smoothly.
I like to do mini interviews with myself. I pretend I'm being asked simple questions like, "What's your favorite movie?" or "What did you do last weekend?" Then I answer them out loud. It's a fun way to simulate real conversations.
The key is speaking out loud. Even if no one's listening, your brain needs to hear your voice forming English sentences. Whisper if you must, but don't just think. Speak. That's what turns knowledge into skill.
And remember, these challenges don't have to be perfect. The goal is not to avoid mistakes. It's to use English in small, consistent ways. That's how you grow confidence, and that's how speaking starts to feel more natural.
One of the best things about micro-challenges is how quickly they boost your confidence. When you speak a little English every day, you stop hesitating so much. You start realizing, hey, I actually know how to say more than I thought.
And it's not just about confidence. It's about momentum. When you complete even one small task, you feel successful. That success makes you want to do it again tomorrow. It turns English into something exciting instead of something stressful.
You'll also notice that your vocabulary starts to stick. Words you've seen before but never used suddenly come alive, because now you're speaking them. It's like they move from your notebook into your mouth. And that's real fluency.
Another benefit is that you become more comfortable with mistakes. Instead of feeling embarrassed, you start to accept them as part of learning. That shift in mindset is powerful. It frees you to try more, say more, and grow faster.
These small speaking challenges are also super easy to fit into your day. You don't need a classroom, a teacher, or an app. You just need your voice and a few minutes. That makes this technique one of the most accessible ways to improve.
And over time, you'll feel more natural in conversations. Your thoughts won't need to be translated first. You'll speak more directly, more fluidly, and with more personality. That's the kind of fluency that makes English feel like yours.
You also start developing your speaking rhythm, that natural flow and tone that makes English sound smoother. Even native speakers notice it when learners speak with more ease and flow. That comes from daily, real-world speaking.
And here's something many learners miss. When you practice consistently, you reduce your fear of speaking in front of others. Why? Because your brain already knows what it feels like to speak English, even in unexpected situations.
Little by little, your brain stops seeing English as something separate or foreign. It becomes part of your everyday thinking. You start hearing yourself use real expressions, real questions, and real answers without overthinking every word.
And the best part? You build a habit that doesn't depend on motivation. You speak because it's part of your day, not because you have to. That's how you create lasting fluency. One small step at a time, one small challenge at a time.
Let's break it down into easy, repeatable steps so you can start right away. First, choose a simple challenge. It should be something you can speak about right now. Your morning routine, your lunch, what you're doing today, or even what you're wearing.
Next, pick a time. Don't wait for free time. Schedule a moment during your routine. It could be while brushing your teeth, walking to work, or cooking. The goal is to link English practice to something you already do every day.
Step 3. Speak out loud. This is the most important part. Thinking in English is good, but it's not enough. You have to train your mouth, your pronunciation, your rhythm, and that only happens when you actually speak the words out loud.
Then, don't worry about mistakes. If you forget a word or pause, keep going. This isn't a grammar test. It's about fluency. When you keep the words flowing, your brain learns to solve problems and express ideas naturally, just like in real conversation.
Step 5 is to keep it short. 1 to 2 minutes is perfect. The goal is consistency, not perfection or length. A short, daily challenge done well will give you better results than an hour of silent study once a week. Keep it light and repeatable.
After you finish your challenge, take a few seconds to reflect. Ask yourself, what felt easy? What was difficult? Which words came naturally? Which ones didn't? This helps you track progress and identify what to work on next time.
And here's a pro tip. Write your challenge down before or after you speak it. Seeing the words helps your memory, and you can compare what you write with what you say. It's a great way to notice how your spoken English is improving.
If possible, record yourself. Use your phone. No special tools needed. When you listen later, you'll hear how fluent you sounded, or what you want to improve. It's a powerful way to measure growth over time, and it motivates you to keep going.
Finally, repeat it daily. This isn't a one-time thing. The more consistent you are, the more fluent you'll become. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be regular. That's how small daily actions turn into lifelong speaking skills.
And don't forget to be kind to yourself. Fluency isn't a race. It's a process. Every challenge you complete is a win. Even on the days when you feel tired or busy, a 60-second challenge can keep your progress moving. You're building momentum.
One of the biggest mistakes is trying to be perfect before even starting. Learners often wait until they know every grammar rule or feel 100% ready. But fluency doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from practicing, especially when you're not ready.
Another common trap is setting challenges that are too difficult. If the topic feels overwhelming, you'll avoid doing it. Start with what feels easy and familiar. The goal is not to impress anyone. It's to speak, even if it's just about your morning coffee.
Many learners also fall into the habit of thinking in English silently instead of speaking out loud. While thinking is useful, it doesn't activate your pronunciation, rhythm, or confidence. Only speaking out loud gives you real speaking practice.
A huge mistake is practicing only when you feel motivated. Motivation fades, but habits last. Waiting for the perfect mood or moment can slow your progress. Build a system where practice is part of your routine, not something you hope will happen.
Another error is focusing too much on mistakes. If you pause every time you say something wrong or worry too much about grammar, you lose flow. Fluency is about continuing the conversation, even when it's not perfect. Mistakes are just part of the journey.
Some learners also skip the reflection step. They finish a challenge and move on without noticing what worked and what didn't. That reflection, even for 30 seconds, helps you become more aware of your progress and areas to improve.
It's also common to rely too much on repetition without variation. Saying the same phrases every day is helpful at first, but you'll grow faster if you rotate topics, vocabulary, and situations. Keep your practice fresh and challenging.
A mistake I see often is comparing your progress to someone else's. Language learning isn't a competition. Some people speak faster, others remember vocabulary more easily. Your job is to focus on your growth, not someone else's timeline.
Learners sometimes forget to connect emotion to practice. Speaking without feeling bored or robotic is important. When you care about what you're saying, even in a micro-challenge, your memory, fluency, and confidence improve faster.
And finally, don't make the mistake of giving up too soon. Just because you don't feel fluent after a few days doesn't mean it's not working. Progress happens slowly, then suddenly. Stay consistent, stay curious, and you will get there, step by step.
Let's put everything we've talked about into action right now. Here's your simple challenge. As soon as this episode ends, describe one thing you did today, in English, using at least 3 complete sentences. Say them out loud. That's it.
For example, you could say something like, I woke up early this morning. I made a cup of coffee and checked my messages. Then I got ready for work. Easy, natural, and 100% real-life English. You don't need anything fancy, just your voice.
If you want to make it even more effective, set a timer for 1 minute and speak non-stop. Don't pause. Don't worry about mistakes. Just talk about your day, your plans, or what you're seeing right now. Let your thoughts flow freely in English.
And if you like writing, try writing down your 3 sentences after you say them. It will help you visualize what you said and notice patterns or areas you want to improve. It's a quick way to turn practice into real progress.
Want to challenge yourself even more? Record your voice using your phone. Listen to it tomorrow and do the same challenge again. You'll be surprised how much more natural you sound with just a few days of practice. Progress becomes visible.
You can also leave your challenge in the comments. Just write your 3 English sentences below this video. We'll read as many as we can, and who knows? Maybe your example will inspire someone else in our community to keep going too.
If you're shy or unsure, start by whispering. You don't have to be loud or perfect. You just have to start. Speaking quietly is still speaking, and your brain still benefits from forming real English sentences.
Remember, this is not a test. No one is grading you. You're building a new habit, step by step. The goal is to speak just a little bit every day, because small daily actions lead to big, lasting results. That's how fluency is built.
So go ahead. Take that first step today. Complete the challenge, feel good about it, and do it again tomorrow with a new topic. You're not just practicing English. You're creating your future confidence 1 sentence at a time.
You've got everything you need, your voice, your ideas, and the motivation to grow. Now's the time to speak, even if it's just to yourself. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it now. Your fluency journey starts with this challenge.
We hope today's episode helped you feel more confident about unlocking your English and letting it flow naturally. Fluency isn't about perfection. It's about freedom. The freedom to express yourself, make mistakes, and grow with every conversation. Keep showing up. Keep practicing. That's how progress happens.
Exactly. If you ever feel stuck, just remember, your English is not frozen. It's just waiting to move. And the more you speak, the more it moves. Let go of the fear of getting it wrong. The more you speak freely, the more natural your English will become. Trust your voice and use it.
And if you found today's episode helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a chance to practice with us. We're here every week to help you feel stronger, more fluent, and more comfortable in English. Your journey matters to us.
Also, don't forget to leave a comment telling us which part of today's episode helped you the most. Was there a phrase or mindset shift that unlocked something for you? We'd love to hear about it. And your story could inspire someone else too.
One final reminder. Fluency is not something you achieve in one giant leap. It's something you build step by step, word by word, moment by moment. and we're honored to walk that journey with you.
So go out there and speak with confidence. Speak with joy. Speak like English is a part of who you are. Because it is. You've got this. Keep practicing. Keep believing. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and keep speaking. Your voice matters more than you think, and the world is waiting to hear what you have to say in English.
Bye for now, and remember, the more you speak, the more natural it becomes. So go ahead, unfreeze your English and let it flow.
See you next time on the Speak English podcast. Keep going, keep growing, and as always, keep speaking.
Bye, everyone. And don't forget to smile when you speak. It helps more than you think.